Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and just have a quick look at my largest fig tree, the one that I've got in grounds, which was originally bought as Rouge de Bordeaux and definitely isn't Rouge de Bordeaux. We think it's a Long Du. The fig shape and colour is completely wrong for Rouge de Bordeaux, and despite the cold weather we have in fact got, I suppose it's about half a dozen Brabus on it, which is not a very rewarding crop size for such a large tree. So I'm going to have a go this summer, and we're early in June at the moment, doing some pinching on some of the shoots to see if we can force some main crop figs to develop on it before the end of our growing season, because you really need to get them going early, as they take at least 3 months in our climate in a normal summer to develop to maturity. So what I'll try and do is just show you a typical stem and what you should be looking for. This is the common way of thinking on figs. I'm not going to say that it's correct or that what I'm telling you is going to work, but it's what's practiced by a lot of keen fig growers, certainly in America. Now, I'll try and show you, this is a nicely developed stem. This is actually growing very well for early June. And what you're looking for on these stems, and I'll see if I can show you with a camera, it's not always easy to get it to focus, is if you look in the leaf axils on the new growths, you can see some of the buds in the leaf axils look like double buds. Now, when you get a double bud like that one, the theory is, or the thinking amongst fig enthusiasts and experts, is that when you've got 2 buds that you can physically see like that, one of them will be a growth bud and the other one should develop into a main crop fig. Now, if we go higher up the stem to this shoot here, if I can get the focus, at present you can only see 1 bud there. Now, when there's a single bud, that will be a growth bud. That's not got the potential yet to develop into a fig as well. Now, that might well later in the season produce figs, but they'll be too late. So what the practice of pinching basically means is when you can see, albeit out of focus, when you can see that double growth bud there, if you move a further 3 leaves up the stem and then pinch the tip off, that should force all the energy into that lower bud. And also there's one here as well which looks like it might be a double. That should force the figs to start developing, and the theory is that if they start developing now at the beginning of June, they should develop into main crop edible figs by early September. I know in warmer climates it takes 90 days. Here I reckon you're looking at 100 to 110 days, so you really need 3.5 months. So the chances are these wouldn't be ready until the middle of September. So I'm going to do it on some of the well-established shoots that are showing double buds on them, and we'll see how they progress over the summer. And also I'm going to be doing some thinning of branches on it, because a lot of these shoots have got too many small spindly shoots on them. Now, there's no chance of these developing main crop figs on them at all. They're too immature and too thin early in June, and there's also too many shoots on the branch anyway. So if we're looking for Brabus for next year, it's probably worth taking 2 of these off and allowing the others to grow, and at the tips of those you'll get the embryo figs that should overwinter and form the Brabus for next year. The problem we have in this country, as I have had this year, is we had some very cold weather in April and it did spoil all of the Brabus, apart from about half a dozen on the tree, such as the one I showed you, which obviously managed to survive. And those should theoretically, if they hold, the Brabus should be ready by probably late July through to middle of August, depending on the sort of weather we get in the next 2 months. So that's fig pinching. You can see the sap bleeding out, but you haven't got to worry about that. That will stop within a few hours and seal itself, and then hopefully it will direct all the energy into the double buds I showed you down there, which might produce some main crop figs on the branch, but I'll try and remember to come back to it in a month's time and see if it's been successful. So thanks for watching that video, much appreciate it. Please do remember to give me a like. You can share the video if you think it might be useful to anybody trying to grow figs over here and would hope to get some main crop figs. It's more likely to work against a wall, of course, where you've got more heat and well protected, whereas this tree's out in the garden. But we'll see what happens in the open, so we'll see what happens. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and remember to click on the bell if you'd like to get updates on when new videos come out. And oh, incidentally, just do be careful of this sap. Really should wear gloves to do this, or use secateurs, because if it gets on your skin in the sun, a lot of people are quite allergic to fig sap. So if you watch the end of the video, do remember to be aware of getting the sap on your skin, as it can cause an allergic reaction. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you in the next video. Brett out for now.